My mother-in-law tried to prove my son's peanut allergy was fake. He ended up in the ICU, and she ended up in handcuffs. My son Elijah is 6 years old. He has a severe peanut allergy. Not the gets a little rash and feels itchy kind. The carries 2 EpiPens everywhere, has a medical alert bracelet, and has nearly died twice kind. The first time was at a birthday party when he was 3. Someone gave him a cookie without checking ingredients. His throat closed in under 4 minutes. The second time was at a restaurant that swore their food was nut-free. It wasn't. Everyone in our family knows about his allergy. There are no peanut products in our house. His school is completely nut-free. We check every label on everything, even things you wouldn't think contain nuts. It's exhausting, but it keeps him alive. Everyone takes it seriously. Everyone, except my mother-in-law. Linda has never believed the allergy is real. She's made comments for years. Kids didn't have allergies like this in my day. You're just being overprotective new parents. A little exposure would probably help him build up immunity and grow out of it. We've explained it 1,000 times. Shown her the medical records. Had his pediatrician talk to her on the phone. My husband has screamed at her about it. She nods and smiles and agrees to be careful, then makes another comment about how kids today are too sheltered. For context, Linda raised 3 kids in the 70s and 80s. She's convinced modern parenting is soft and that we're creating problems that don't exist. She thinks allergies are psychosomatic. She said this directly to our faces. Last month, we let her babysit while my husband and I went to a wedding out of town, just for one night. She'd watched Elijah before without incident. We left detailed written instructions. No nuts of any kind. No cross-contamination. Check every label. Call us immediately if anything seems wrong. We left both EpiPens on the counter with instructions on how to use them. We got a call at 11:47 p.m., but it wasn't from Linda. It was from the emergency room at St. Vincent's Hospital. Elijah was in the pediatric ICU. Anaphylactic shock. They'd given him 3 doses of epinephrine. He was stable but intubated. They needed us there as soon as possible. I don't remember the drive to the hospital. I just remember my husband breaking every speed limit while I sobbed in the passenger seat. When we got there, Linda was sitting in the waiting room, crying. But it wasn't the "I'm so sorry I made a terrible mistake" kind of crying. It was the "I'm the victim here and everyone is being mean to me" kind of crying. It was just a cookie, she kept saying to whoever would listen. "One little cookie, how was I supposed to know?" My husband grabbed her arm. "What cookie? What exactly did you give him?" "Peanut butter, just a tiny piece. I wanted to prove to you that he wasn't really allergic. I thought if he tried a small amount and was completely fine, you'd finally stop being so paranoid about everything." I couldn't breathe. My vision went red. She fed my son peanut butter, deliberately, on purpose, to prove a point. The doctors came out an hour later. Elijah was going to survive, but it was extremely close. Another few minutes without epinephrine and we'd be planning a funeral instead of sitting in a waiting room. My husband walked outside and called the police. Linda was shocked, outraged. "You're pressing charges? Against your own mother? Against family? It was an accident. You deliberately fed my son something you knew could kill him. You were told 1,000 times. You had written instructions. That's not an accident. That's assault." She was arrested in the hospital waiting room, right there in front of everyone, charged with reckless endangerment of a child and assault causing bodily harm. Her defense attorney argued she didn't really believe the allergy was serious, that she was acting out of love, that she never intended harm. The jury didn't care. Neither did the judge. She was convicted on both counts. 18 months in prison. 5 years probation after release. She's not allowed within 500 feet of Elijah until he turns 18. My husband hasn't spoken to her since the trial. His siblings are divided. Some think we overreacted. Some think she got exactly what she deserved. Elijah is okay now. Physically, at least. He has nightmares about grandma's cookies. He asks why she wanted to hurt him. I don't have a good answer for that. Some people think they know better than doctors, better than parents, better than everyone. Linda thought she was proving a point. She proved something, all right. She proved she was willing to risk her grandson's life just to be right. I hope 18 months in a cell gives her plenty of time to think about what kind of grandmother she really is.